Hey guys, hope everybody's doing good. If I sound like I'm speaking gibberish, I do apologize. It's been kind of a long week for me. I've been super busy, and plus I just went to this show this past week, which I'll talk about here in a minute. But, finally got my truck cleaned out, even though I still got stuff in the back, but I'll worry about that tomorrow. It was getting ready to rain, so I figured I'd call it a day, but this truck's looking a little better now. But so, getting to the subject now. So, I wanted to talk about this show that I watched in Battle Creek, Michigan. It took place at Music Factory, which, if you've never been to that place, I highly recommend visiting there. It's mainly a bar, but people perform there, and it was cool. Even though there was a couple bar fights that happened, but I'm not gonna talk about that. But so I watched a Struggle Jennings show there, because Struggle Jennings is one of my top 10 favorite rappers. I listen to a lot of his music, and his music just motivates me. It really does. It also helps me get through tough times. Like, which I'll explain. So, I started listening to him in 2015, because, there was this one song that popped up, Yellow Wolf was in it. At the time, I was a huge fan of Yellow Wolf, which I still love Yellow Wolf, don't get me wrong. I think his music is good. I have some of his CDs. I think he makes good music. And at the time, he was a part of Shady Records, which is owned by Eminem, if you're not aware of that. But, I'm just scrolling through Yellow Wolf's music, and there's this video suggestion that popped up. You know, it was by Struggle, and the name of the song was Outlaw Shit, and it featured Yellow Wolf and Waylon Jennings. Now, when I first saw the title, I was kind of confused. Because the video was made sometime in the early 2010s, and Waylon Jennings had been gone now since the early 2000s. So, I kind of figured, well, this is a little odd, but I'll check it out, because I was familiar with Yellow Wolf and Waylon Jennings, but, I had no idea who Struggle was. So I listened to the video, and yeah, it was a good song, not even halfway through his second verse, Struggle's second verse, the thought that occurred to me was, wow, this dude is talented. He makes really good music. And, before the third chorus where Waylon Jennings is singing, he goes on to say, "Alright, Grandpa, it's your turn." Right after Yellow Wolf had finished his verse on the third verse, and I'm like, wow, that was really interesting. And, it really got me thinking too, because, like, there for a while, like, I wanted to make music, but then after, I just was kind of like, nah, I don't have that talent, but, that sounds like something me or a lot of people I know would say, if they were making a song, dedicating those who passed, that were a part of their family or somebody they loved, So, that's kind of how I found Struggle Jennings. I started listening to his music then, and then, I kind of forgot about him over the years until like 2018 after I lost my papa, in July of 2018, and, his music, I got more music suggestions on YouTube from him, and I was like, oh, I kind of forgot about this dude, and I started listening to him again, and like, I listened to Outlaw Shit again, and it, the part where he says, alright, Grandpa, it's your turn, like, I started thinking about that a lot more, because at that time, I had just lost my grandpa, and I was, it was kind of an emotional moment, because I had started thinking about my papa, and, so I started listening to a lot of the newer music he put out, because he started making music with Jelly Roll, and then, well, he had been making music with Jelly Roll, of course, but he also started making music with Adam Calhoun and, a lot of other people out there I'm familiar with, and, you know, I just started thinking, man, this guy's good. I don't care if he takes music from, like old country singers or what, but he's talented, and he doesn't really do that much anymore, but still, even then, Struggle, he just sounds like he puts a lot of effort into his music, and I gotta give him props for that, A lot of rappers nowadays, you don't really see them doing that, I think at least 75% of rappers that occurred after 2015, and I'm not saying Struggle Jennings started his career after 2015, because I know he's been around for quite some time now, but, a lot of the newer rappers that started making music after 2015, like, I think they just suck, it doesn't even sound like they put effort into making their music, so, but, yeah, Struggle Jennings music really motivates me, it helps me get through some pretty tough times, you know, there are times where I have bad days and, I just feel depressed, because I think about my loved ones who've passed, or, I'm just having a bad day, and I go to listen to Struggle Jennings, and he, his music just makes me feel better, And it's not just his music either, like what he does in his music videos, especially with, people he's collabed with, like Jelly Roll, Brianna Harness, Adam Calhoun, Caitlynne Curtis, and all of them, like, in those videos, it just seems like he makes some sort of message out there, to motivate everybody. And, I'm all for rappers or, singers that do that, because, a lot of the newer rappers or singers just don't really do that anymore, like you get, a lot of the newer rappers, like Lil Pump or Migos or all of them that just, their music doesn't make sense, nor do their videos, and that could just be me, because like I said, I don't listen to a lot of the newer rap, but, I think Struggle Jennings is very talented, he makes good music, and I hope he does continue to do those things, because I think he's a good dude. He may have had a bad past, but there's a lot of people out there that have had, bad lives in the past, and then they go and turn around and, you know, they clean themselves up and make something better of themselves, and I'm all for that, you know. If you're willing to change and, you know, make yourself better than you were before, you know, I'm all for that, you know. Because I've had bad moments in my life, you know, that I wish I wasn't a part of, or, you know, I wish I could take back, and eventually I just turned around and, you know, moved on and done some things that were better for me, and that was that, you know. Now back to talking about that show that I saw, you know, it was a really good show. He was there with Caitlynne Curtis, Brianna Harness, and Scatteredbrains, and yes, I am aware that Brianna Harness is his daughter. You know, I'm well aware of that. And then, you know, I guess he had met Caitlynne Curtis a few years back, you know, and saw that she did like cover songs or something like that. I'm not too sure exactly. I'll have to watch the video that I found out from again. But, you know, if you guys have never heard of Struggle Jennings, I highly recommend listening to him. You know, he's talented. I think he makes good music. You know, if you think you're not going to like him, you know, whatever. But I'm just saying, I did make some videos of the show, but the sound quality turned out to be super shitty because, you know, the DJ, you know, made the bass sound horrible, and you couldn't really understand what they were saying on video, so I ended up not posting those videos. But if you guys would like to see those videos, they're on my Instagram. You know, I'll have my Instagram name in the description, or I'll have a link to my Instagram account in the description as well. But, you know, anywho, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's not often I make videos like this, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You know, I ain't trying to make this video for attention, you know. I just wanted to put this out there, you know, because, like I said, I'm a huge Struggle Jennings fan. You know, he motivates me. It helps me get through tough times, you know. So, you know, hope everybody's having a good day. Good night. Whenever you're watching, stay motivated. You know, God loves us all. Have a good day.